Hi, my name is Daniel Voth, and this is my introductory video for AEP 858 Data Analysis and Assessment. About me, my name is Daniel Voth. I'm a strength and conditioning and PE instructor and assistant football and baseball coach at Dodge City High School. My wife's name is Adriana. I have two boys, AJ, who is 6, and Axel, who is 2. If you can see from the pictures that we have a pretty active life. There's a lot of fun, a lot of smiles, and a lot of sports. And my wife is a really good sport about it all. Um, Being the only woman in the house, she has to put up with a lot of time away and a lot of activities. And she does a heck of a job. AJ is 6. He's in first grade. He wrestled this year. He's getting ready to play baseball. Axel is 2, and he wants to follow up and do everything that his brother does, but he does have his own little personality that's pretty fun. My education and professional life: I grew up in Cimarron, Kansas, and graduated high school in 1999. I attended Bethany College in Lindsborg, Kansas on academic football and baseball scholarships and graduated with a bachelor's in secondary ed and history in 2003. My first job out of college was teaching social studies and coaching football and baseball at Dodge City High School. I then held the same responsibilities for about 12 years at Topeka High School. And then I returned to Dodge City High School in 2017, and I'm currently in my first year as a strength and conditioning PE instructor. Overall, I am finishing my 19th year as a teacher and a coach. My goals and reasons: my biggest goal as an educator is to continue to find ways to have a positive impact on my students and athletes' lives as young people. I want to continue to provide a meaningful instruction in positive ways for all students I come in contact with and continue to find best practices to be able to do so. It is my goal to build positive relationships with my students, athletes, and colleagues. I have not decided on my reasons for becoming an educational professional. I am not ready to be done coaching and teaching, and I still have the passion and energy to do those things. However, I started a leadership program and ran into a roadblock in trying to complete it several years ago, and now I'm currently working on my master's in ESOL. If I ever lose my passion and energy for teaching and feel like I need a change, I want to be prepared. Hopefully, I will find the same passion and energy I found as a teacher and coach when that day finally decides to come. I'm not sure if it ever will. I'm at Dodge City High School. We collect data through the FastBridge screening for reading and math. There's KELPA testing for ESOL students. I'm not really sure what's done with that data. There's general state testing in core content areas, and we have Skyward for student information data and grading. And we also have our own department ways to collect data through testing and in PE and strength and conditioning. Um, we're pretty organized and have those things where we collect data and are able to take those numbers and then provide feedback for students and individualized workouts and things like that. FastBridge is kind of what we've been working on as a whole for the school. That's what our focus has been on, and professional development is relatively new to us, and most understand the purpose. It gives teachers the ability to see where students are in reading and math and provides insight to where their struggles may be regarding those areas. We are putting together ways to best use the data right now that is conveniently available to us all. That has been our building's biggest task. We have spent professional development days learning the program, learning how to measure our students and place them into tiered learning groups within our classrooms, and how best to use the data gathered to benefit each student in our classrooms. My personal critique: to be honest, I have not really used the data provided to me in the new position I am in this school year. I started that as a social studies teacher the last couple years, and was starting to tier some things in my classroom, and then I decided to move on to the athletic wing. Um, I don't want to say that those things don't pertain to physical education, because they do. It's just been different for me figuring out ways to incorporate some of those things. I feel like I'm a first year teacher, in a sense, and trying to get through my classes and figure out structures to benefit students in my classroom, and I just haven't got that far yet. As a social studies teacher, I was very intentional about being aware of the struggles students might have, and I spent time teaching to different learning styles of every student. I was leaving the classroom as I was starting to understand how to analyze the data provided by the FastBridge screeners. We are working as a PE department to align curriculum, and we are working to include data that FastBridge provides. We are becoming more intentional in our efforts to provide academic discourse in our courses, similar to what the traditional classroom teachers are providing. We are a work in progress right now, and hopefully we can get something out of it before the next new thing comes along. As we all know, these things kind of move in circles, but I believe FastBridge is a valuable tool. We just have to figure out ways to utilize it the best that we possibly can. Um, Proposal to improve those things. I believe we are on the right track with the work we are doing. We have a department that works well together. I do propose that we consider as a building and or a district that we explore programs that are specific to physical education and use those programs across the board. Freedom in teaching is a good thing, but we need to align ourselves with the elementary and middle school PE departments and figure out ways where we can all be consistent. There needs to be a tracking system for physical and mental health, or a way to collect that kind of data so it can be tracked, and so we can be more intentional with how we teach to each individual circumstance in those areas. I think that would be important, especially in today's day and age. And that's what I have. I look forward to the rest of the class. I look forward to meeting people online via Currents, and seeing what you guys have for me to learn from as well. Thank you for your time.